Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today the Players League program came out. You can unlock a 95 overall Blake Snell, as you can see. I'm going to go over the Players League program and how you can unlock this Blake Snell, as well as go over the other cards that you can get within this Players League program. Guys, hit that subscribe button for me so we can continue to grow the channel and the community. I really appreciate everyone watching and all the support I've been getting through this journey to 1,000 subscribers. Alright, now that you guys have taken care of that for me, let's get into the missions, the collections, and the moments, and see how you can earn these 100 points to unlock that 95 overall Blake Snell. First, we're going to go into the missions and see how many points you can get from them. In the missions, you can do online tally strikeouts versus Rays pitchers, online tally hits with White Sox players, 20 points total, 10 points each. I would recommend doing some of this maybe in the event. There's a live series event, so you could just load up your lineup with some White Sox players. It's free entry, and I think that'll be the easiest way to do it without maybe ruining your ranked seasons record. Same with the Rays pitching. Load up some Rays in the bullpen and in your rotation. Load up some White Sox, get those 10 hits, get some strikeouts. You should be able to do this one pretty easily. While you're doing the pitchers in the event games, you can play 3 event games, 3 innings. You'll knock out the pitching innings with the Rays as well. That'll get you 9. Same with the White Sox players. So really, you play some event games. I think you can knock out these innings and these hits and everything pretty easily. So then you play versus computer. Defeat the Rays on All-Star difficulty or higher. That's pretty easy. Just go play versus the computer. Knock that out. As well as defeat the White Sox on All-Star difficulty or higher. Another easy one. So these totaled up 5, 5, 5, gives you 20, plus another 20 from the online missions, gives you 40 points from just doing some missions within the game. And they're relatively easy missions. Overall, it should maybe take you like 2 hours if you include 2 All-Star games, plus doing some event games. It should probably not take you more than like 5 event games max. And that's if you're not that great of a hitter. You don't have too many good White Sox players. But that's the way I would approach it, is put them into the events and just do it through the events. Let's look at the collection. So for the collection, the Players League collection gives you 40 of these program points to get to that Blake Snell. We'll go look and see what the actual collection is. So in the collection, you have to collect 6 of these cards. I believe there's 7 of them. And you have to collect 6. They'll give you 3 within the program. You got to find another way to get another 3. These are pretty expensive on the marketplace, and honestly, I would not recommend doing the collection. However, you have to do it to get Blake Snell. I don't know if SDS did it on purpose that you have to do the collection, or if it was just some miscalculation in the program points, because this is the first player program that you have to pay any type of stubs or collect more cards to unlock. So I don't know if they did it on purpose. They might realize it's at 90 and edit it later. However, for collecting 6 of these, you do get a Balling as a Habit pack and 6 the show packs. You do unlock 3 of them. I wouldn't recommend collecting them. I would sell them on the market, but that's a different discussion at the end of this. This is just the collection. Get 6 of them. I will go over each card and what I think of each card. Now the moments. So for the moments, most of them are on Veteran or All-Star, and they're pretty easy. As you can see, there's one that involves G Alito. Then there's one that involves Snell. These are both worth 7, which gives you 14. And then the other 6 players that were in the playoffs each have ones that are worth 6 points. And those add up to 36, which adds up to 50. So when you add up the moments, which go up to 50, and then the missions that go up to 40, that only gives you 90. However, you need 100 to get the Snell. So in reality, you have to do the collection. And like I said, I don't know if it was an error in them calculating points and they thought they had 100 with just the missions and the moments. But you're going to have to do the collection. Let's go and look through the rewards of what you can get for not having to pay anything extra stub-wise. I still think the haul's pretty good, especially with the amount of stubs you'll get, because people do want that Blake Snell card. And even though a lot of people are going to be playing these, I don't think they're going to realize that the points don't add up to 100. So the earlier you can knock out and get the 70 points to unlock the 2 quarterfinal packs and the semifinal pack, I think you're going to make a good amount of stubs on it. So at the very least, this is more of a stub player program. Unless you really want the Blake Snell, then obviously you do the collection, you do some of these missions and moments. So looking at the rewards, you unlock at 10 points, 500 stubs. At 20 points, you unlock a quarterfinals pack. At 30 points, you unlock 1,000 stubs. At 40 points, you unlock another quarterfinals pack. At 50 points, you unlock 1,500 stubs. At 60 points, you unlock a show pack. At 70 points, you unlock the semifinals pack. At 80 points, you unlock 2,000 stubs. At 90 points, you unlock 3 of the show packs. And then 100 points, you unlock the 95 overall Blake Snell. I'm going to go back into the quarterfinal packs, go over each card, as well as go over each card in the semifinals, and then we'll go over the Blake Snell, and I'll give you my opinion of each card in a relatively quick review. So going into the quarterfinals pack, it's a choice pack. You get to pick one of these players, and the options are an 86 overall Joey Gallo, 86 overall shortstop Bo Bichette, 85 overall Dwight Smith Jr. left field, and then an 85 overall second baseman Gavin Lux. Let's go into each one of these cards and kind of look at the attributes. So first we popped into the Joey Gallo card. As you can see, it's the typical Joey Gallo. Not a lot of contact, not a lot of vision, big time power. He has the secondary positions he always has. It's just pretty much a juiced up version of his live series card. I would say that if you really want a Joey Gallo, I wouldn't pick this card. If you're going to keep any of these cards and not sell them on the market, I would recommend just getting the face of the franchise that you can get in the Texas Rangers team Affinity at the 50 fans within the team Affinities. Taking a quick look at this card, he does have tremendous power like always. 107 against righties, 109 against lefties with a 23 vision, 103 discipline, so he does have pretty good check swing. Look at his fielding. His fielding is diamond like it always is. Just amazing. 81 fielding, 97 arm strength, 95 arm accuracy with 85 reaction, 61 speed. So this is more of an outfield card than it is an infield card with the reaction, but even 85 reaction and 81 fielding, you can pop him at third base and first base. He's still going to be nasty. Let's see if they added any quirks to him. His quirks are bomber, walker, quick reflexes, cannon, and sniper. So the typical ones you see on Joey Gallo, I believe these are the ones that his face of the franchise card has as well. The bomber and walker are essential to making Joey Gallo what he is. The quick reflexes, cannon, and sniper obviously allows him to be a very good third baseman as well as a corner outfielder. Don't necessarily recommend playing him at center field. So looking at this Bo Bichette card, shortstop, they've finally done the Blue Jays somewhat right. This card is actually pretty well balanced for an 86 overall diamond. His primary shortstop here, he is secondary is second base and third base. He has diamond hitting, bronze defense, and we look at his attributes real quick. 85 contact versus righty, 93 contact versus lefty, 77 power versus righty, 80 power versus lefty with 71 vision. So he has pretty good stats across the board when it comes to hitting. The 72 discipline would like it to be a little bit higher, just like the vision maybe a little bit higher at 71. But he does have a lot of pop, and he actually has a pretty glitchy swing in the game, to be honest. He's a right-handed batter, just so you guys know. So he's going to hit lefties a little bit better, but he still has a very good contact rating versus righties. Looking at his fielding, he has a 73 fielding, 64 arm strength, 74 arm accuracy, 74 reaction with 75 speed. So this is where this Bo Bichette card, I would prefer you guys, if I had a choice and you guys need some lineup advice, I'd put him at second base if you don't have a good second baseman over shortstop just with the lower arm strength. However, in infield as a budget baller, Bo Bichette definitely fits that mold where you can play him in any three of the infield spots. So it's a really good card. And finally, like I said, they didn't do the Blue Jays super dirty. Look at the quirks, hitting machine and bomber. I understand that the quirks are pretty much based off of attributes, and then SDS decides whether or not based on that attribute they want to give them the quirk. I think the hitting machine and bomber, definitely good. I would have liked to see some other quirks on them, but I guess the attributes don't line up to do them. It's unfortunate, however, I do like this Bo Bichette card, especially if you're looking for an infielder and somebody that's a budget player. And if you're a Blue Jays fan, it wouldn't be a bad card to have in your lineup. Dwight Smith Jr., the underdog of the entire tournament, looked like he was very good at the video game if you watch any of the Players League. He had the Orioles. Their team is atrocious. I think they have 2 silvers, and one's a cruddy shortstop, and Michael Givens, the closer. So he's working with the least amount of roster in the entire league, and he still made it into the playoffs. So that's a big accomplishment in himself. He's a left fielder, 85 overall diamond, left-handed bat. Secondary is center field and right field. Diamond hitting, bronze defense. Looking at his hitting attributes, they're pretty good. 93 contact versus righty, 73 contact versus lefty, 82 power versus righty, 73 power versus lefty with 82 vision, 74 discipline. His fielding is, this card's not very good in the field. However, at left field, he might be okay, but 60 fielding, 60 arm strength, 63 arm accuracy, 62 reaction with 44 speed. This might be more of a bench bat on a budget team. Or if you're just an Orioles fan, it's kind of cool to have a Dwight Smith Jr. card that's actually pretty good. Because I think his regular card's like a common or a bronze, so it's not really that useful. Take a quick look at his quirks. His quirks are just pressure cooker. Really weak on the quirks, but hey, he had a great run with the Orioles in the Players League. I'm happy he got a good card in the game, so kudos to him that he pretty much got his overall pumped up in the game from just being good at the game. I'm sure it is every baseball player's dream to have a card in MLB The Show, especially one that's a diamond, and he accomplished that just based on his skill in the tournament, so kudos to him. Well, guys, we got another Gavin Lux card. The typical second baseman primary, shortstop secondary, left-handed bat, gold hitting, silver defense. Honestly, that 90 prospects Gavin Lux is way better than this card is. If I wouldn't even pick this card if it was an option, he might be one of the cheaper ones to do the collection. I don't know what the market's looking like. However, we'll go quickly over his attributes. 88 contact versus righty, 77 contact versus lefty, 77 power versus righty, 65 power versus lefty, 67 vision. Just really not that great of a hitting card. It's probably the worst one out of the 4 cards you can select in this quarterfinal pack. Look at the fielding. 78 fielding, 72 arm strength, 73 arm accuracy, 75 reaction with 74 speed. So really not that bad in the field. Obviously, I keep him at second base over shortstop. Take a quick look at his quirks. His quirks are hitting machines, so nothing too great. It's just the hitting attributes. Like I said, this is a third Gavin Lux card. He has a silver, 2 diamonds. This one's in the middle of them. If you really want Gavin Lux, I would just spend whatever it is to get the 90 overall, because I think it's probably cheaper than this 85 overall based on trying to do the collection that you have to do to get Blake Snell. Hopefully SDS fixes that so we can just unlock Blake Snell by playing, but if they don't, the Gavin Lux probably isn't who you'd want, to be honest, if you can just get a 90 overall for cheaper. As well as, like, I'd pick maybe 2 other cards in the quarterfinals that are keeping cards and not selling them. Overall, I think if you're looking at cards, I would probably get the Bo Bichette and Dwight Smith Jr. just because you can get a free Joey Gallo and a better value Gavin Lux. If you are keeping cards, that's who I go with, Bo Bichette, Dwight Smith Jr. Just my opinion. You can get a Gallo that's better. You can get a Lux that's better. Gallo's free. Lux is cheaper. All right, we've done the review on the quarterfinal pack. Let's hop in here and look at the semifinals pack. It's actually 3 cards. As you can see, it's Lucas G Alito, who was the runner-up, Jeff McNeil, and Ian Happ. We'll do a quick review of each of the cards and kind of see who I would pick here. These cards are also going to be worth something more than probably what they might be worth in your lineup right now, so it might be worth selling them, just like the quarterfinals cards. The runner-up in the Players League was Lucas G Alito. He lost to Blake Snell in the finals. His card has a 5-pitch repertoire. He throws a 4-seam fastball, circle change, slider, 12-6 curve, 2-seam fastball, and he's a right-handed pitcher. As you can see, he's a 90 overall diamond. He has really good attributes, minus his base on balls per 9 and home run per 9. His control's not that great, but you look at his stamina, 94, that's really good. 93 hits per 9, 95 K per 9, has really good break at the 98. The home runs per 9 under 70 is not the best for a higher-end diamond card. And for whatever reason, they didn't give him great control at 68 control and 67 base on balls. He does have a really good pitch repertoire with that 4-seam fastball. Is going to hit about 97, 98. You're going to get a really good circle change at 79 and a really good 12-6, as well as his sliders in between the two. So he has a pretty good repertoire for a pitcher. Take a quick look at his quirks. His quirks are workhorse, stingy, untouchable, and illusionist. So his changeup's going to be super effective. And I think with that change of speed, it was going to be effective anyway at that 79 miles per hour. The stingy also with limiting base hits, and the workhorse, obviously you're going to get a lot of innings out of him if you use them. This card to keep would actually be pretty good. But here's what I'm talking about. These cards, we'll go over this one just real quickly because this is the 90 overall card, right? As you can see right now, they're selling for over $30K at the time of making this video. And for that much, I would just sell the 3 cards. That gets you like $90K off the top for just doing some missions and moments and, like I said, playing the event the way I told you to play it. So honestly, I think it's just worth selling them. I don't know if they're all worth 30K. I don't know. I can pop into Gallo or whatever and show you guys real quick kind of how those cards are on the market. But we'll go over the 2 more cards in this semifinal pack, and then I'll pop in and show you guys the market. Next, we're going to go over Jeff McNeil. This card right here, he has a super glitchy swing. I recommend his gold as one of the best golds in the game. So I'm super excited about this card, actually. That's why I'm kind of disappointed that you have to do the collection to get Blake Snell, because it ups his value a little bit too much. So it's hard for me not to want to sell a card whenever it's worth over 30K, and the value on my team doesn't really hold that. But man, Jeff McNeil's swing is glitchy. He's a second baseman, has a bunch of secondaries at first base, third base, left field, right field, bats left-handed, 88 overall card, diamond hitting, gold defense. Look at his attributes: 104 contact versus righties, insane. 96 contact versus lefties, 72 power, and then 52 power versus lefties. So he's just going to hit a lot of base hits, and he has 90 vision. So this is one of those cards that, he's a second baseman, left-handed, has a good glitchy swing. He could literally be in your lineup for a while at 88 overall based on his hitting. His discipline's not good at 53, but that's okay. We can live with that. Just be a little bit more patient. Don't try to check swing so much. His fielding at second base is more than sufficient. 74 fielding with 64 arm strength, 94 arm accuracy, 77 reaction with 56 speed. So he isn't the rangiest, but I mean, for a card that hits like this, I think you could get away with it at second base, especially for a budget type of card. The only thing that really hurts him is he doesn't have a lot of arm strength, so you probably have to play him at second base. Maybe you could play him at first base where that stuff doesn't even matter at all. I wouldn't play him in the outfield. He just doesn't have the arm for it. But he does have the option where he's not going to lose a bunch of fielding or reaction if you put him in the outfield as those secondaries in the corner. So there are options to play with him in different spots. Take a quick look at his quirks. His quirks are hitting machine, 20/20 vision, sniper, and pressure cooker. So the hitting machine, and then you like to see the 20/20 vision when you don't have a good discipline. That way you can foul off some balls. The reason he has sniper is you can see really good accuracy with his arm, which is important for playing second base. It'll make it a little bit easier if he's in the hole and has to make a tough throw. Let's take a quick look of what he's looking like in the marketplace. And he's also selling for over 30K. So, like I said, if you can get 90K out of 3 cards, assuming that the Gallo, when we look at it, I would just do it. The last card in the pack is Ian Happ, center fielder, second base, secondary, third base, left field, right field, diamond hitting, gold defense. If anybody still has the announcers on, this is the Pittsburgh native. They say it every time he bats. I don't know why that's what they go to for him. There's other guys that have grown up and played ball that are from Pittsburgh. There's even a guy that played for the Pirates, Neil Walker, that grew up in Pittsburgh, got drafted as an 18-year-old and never left the city. So I don't know why Ian Happ's the go-to, the Pittsburgh native, but they say it pretty much every time he's at bat. Another dude with a super glitchy swing, and according to him from watching the Players League, they made his card juiced, as in they put him on steroids. He says that he weighs way more and is way bulkier in the game than he is in real life. That's his words, not mine. I don't know. I'm not a huge Cubs fan. I haven't watched too much of him in real life, but that's what he says. That had me laughing. This card has great hitting attributes, and he has a super glitchy swing as a switch hitter. He has 84 contact versus righty, 72 contact versus lefty, 101 power versus righty with 78 power versus lefty, 53 vision. So once again, not a card with great vision, but a very glitchy swing. But he has good discipline at 103. So he has 74 fielding on his fielding attributes, 66 arm strength, 90 arm accuracy with 76 reaction and 66 speed. This is another card that I would maybe consider playing at second base or third base. Does have pretty good reaction. He could play center field, maybe left field. He just doesn't really have great arm strength, so left field might be suitable for him. He's a little bit faster than a Mcneil and he does have good reaction. So maybe a left field second baseman is probably his best bet compared to center field, just because of the speed and the arm strength. I'd rather have somebody that's a little bit faster in center field, just my personal opinion. But the hitting attributes are nasty, especially for a switch hitter. Looking at his quirks, he has Bomber, Walker, Sniper, and Pressure Cooker. What you like to see, Bomber and Walker, 2 of my favorites. I just really like his swing. I really like the card they made for him, so it's super exciting. Location, once again, another guy that is over 30K on the market right now. All 3 of these cards are pretty decent cards. If I had to pick one over the others, because you only get to pick one, it really depends on your team's need. I personally think that Ian Happ being a switch hitter offers a little bit more value than Jeff McNeil, but I like Jeff McNeil's swing more, and I know a lot of people really love Ian Happ's swing. He does have a glitchy swing, so that's more personal preference. If you need a pitcher, G Alito's actually really good card if you can control him. I don't know what his control is going to be like, but he had low control number, so that's my worry about that card. However, if you need a pitcher, pick G Alito. If you need another guy, play one of them at second base for personal preference. You could also play Happ at left field or McNeil at first base. It's all personal preference between these two. G Alito if you need a pitcher. So then we've made it to the grand prize, the guy that won the Players League, Blake Snell, 95 overall card. Take a quick look at his attributes. They're pretty nasty if I'm being honest. So Blake Snell's left-handed throwing has a 4-pitch repertoire, 95 overall. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, changeup, and slider. His fastball goes about 99 miles an hour, has a very good loopy curveball at 80 miles an hour, a changeup that goes 83, slider that goes 88. Take a quick look at his attributes. 93 stamina, 98 hits per 9, 105 K per 9, 73 base on balls per 9, 79 home run per 9, 60 control, has 99 break and 86 velo. So my concern with this Blake Snell is he does not have good control just like the G Alito. However, if you really want a Blake Snell, why not just do the team affinity, get that 89 overall Blake Snell. I don't know if this 95 overall Blake Snell is worth it because of the market of how much those cards are selling for. Do you want 90K, or we'll look at the Joey Gallo and stuff and figure out exactly what the amount of stubs you can make, but do you want 60 to 90K stubs, or do you want a 95 overall Blake Snell? If he's worth 60 to 90K stubs for you, then go and get him. But I feel like the 89 overall face of the franchise card that's for free is just a little bit weaker version of this Blake Snell, and he'll still get the job done. I don't think that this Blake Snell is worth the investment. However, this card is filthy, if I'm being honest. Take a quick look at his quirks. He has pressure cooker, workhorse, stingy, untouchable, grounded, cheesy, knee buckler. So he has all of the quirks that are important to his pitch repertoire, especially the cheesy and the knee buckler, because that'll really make his curveball more effective. The grounded and stingy are important, as well as the workhorse means he can go late in the games. I would hope so for a 95 overall card that he can go late in the games. I just think that he's not worth the investment. There's just other pitchers you can get for 95 overall. Now, if he was free and you could just do it by playing the game, highly recommend him. Let's go take a quick look at those quarterfinals cards and how much they're selling for on average. We're going to Bo Bichette, and they're selling only for 8 or 9K. So the investment is actually not too bad, not as much as I thought. However, you would still have to buy 2 of these, so you'd have to put in about 10K. You'd have to buy another one of the semifinal cards, so you have to spend about 50K or so to get the Blake Snell on top of doing everything. So if you think the Blake Snell's worth 50K, by all means go for him and get that 50K. If you want to just make about 50K stubs and go and make 50K stubs, it's really up to you. Either way, I highly recommend doing this Players League program. Guys, I appreciate everyone watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Give this video 2 thumbs up so I know that I'm doing a good job, or just 1 thumbs up since that's the only option. But hey, 2 thumbs up is better than 1 thumb up, you know what I'm saying? Hit that notification bell so you know whenever I'm uploading videos. If you are enjoying the content and you want to watch me live, I stream Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at twitch.tv/HopefulChewbacca. I do stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if you are curious. However, I don't have a set schedule, so you're going to have to follow me on Twitter at Hopeful1137. I'll tweet out when I'm about to go live. Also, if you guys want to add me on PlayStation Network, my gamer tag is Hopeful1137. You can hit me up with any messages, with questions, concerns, or if you want to play a friendly. Guys, in the comments below, how about you leave some thoughts about what you think about the fact that you got to pay pretty much 30, 40K, 50K to get Blake Snell. I think it's kind of BS. I think SDS did us dirty in this one. But I would like to hear what you guys think about it. Guys, you have a great day and be safe.